going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and what do you call it when Batman skips church? Christian Bale. Right, today was bench press day with a bit of chest and triceps, and I absolutely smashed it. As was the case with squats yesterday, I'm on a roll, and I continued it today. Now, today, bench press wise, was due to be 5 singles at 132.5 kilos, 292 pounds, which was like a 5 or 6 pound improvement from last week. Obviously, that's kind of part of my plan. I'm just upping the weight gradually each week. Here is my first single. Now, I get it caught, I get my right arm caught, but the weight itself felt easy. The 130 last week felt easy, and the 132.5 today again felt easy. So I decided I would go all out and attempt something a bit bigger just for a 1 rep. So this is 140 kilos, which is 309 pounds. I've never benched this before, and obviously, particularly with a pause, I've definitely never got anywhere near this. I mean, that last rep you just saw was actually a PR for me. That was 292 pounds. That was a pause bench press PR, but I felt good. It felt easy, so I thought, like I said, I'll throw one in, and here we go. I've got it up. Yeah, I mean, actually, to be honest, it looked like a grinder there, and to be fair, that is a grinder. That's pretty much the definition of a grinder, but I always knew I had it. As soon as I got it onto my chest, I knew it was going back up again. It came up slowly, but I knew I had it, and that is a bench press PR, a massive bench press PR. In terms of a pause bench press PR, that is, 17 pounds. 17 pound improvement on my PR in the space of about 3 minutes, so I'm pretty happy with that. I then went back to the original session, so I just did 3 more additional singles at the original weight, which is 292 pounds, which meant in total I did 4 singles at 292, and then 1 single at 309. So, Alves, I know your shoulder is hurting, but what can I say? 315. I reckon I don't think I'm quite there yet, because that 309 was fairly slow, but I reckon give me like 2 or 3 weeks and I'll be there. I don't know when I'm going to retest it, but to be honest, the way I do that, the session with the 5 singles, it's very easy for me to throw in a PR attempt. So, yeah, it's quite conducive to hitting big PRs. But I'll continue with the plan. I'll continue to progress it gradually each week in the hope that I should be able to carry on improving for a long period of time. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, right, moving on, accessory work. I started off with some dumbbell flies. You can see here, they're not particularly heavy. I always find, because of my shoulder, I mean, it felt pretty good, but it was always a little bit, not always, but generally it can be a little bit kind of awkward with flies, so I can't go too heavy. I just focus on really engaging my chest and coming out nice and wide. I did 3 sets of about 12 reps of those. I then moved on to the hammer strength, whatever it's called, machine. This is the machine that was cordoned off as part of a murder scene in a video a couple of weeks ago. It has been fixed. I kind of, for a short period of time, I hope they might put something new in, but that was obviously too much of a stretch for their budget, and they just literally, I don't know, probably super glued the arm back in place and then put this piece of crap back in the gym. So I have to settle for this. I did 3 sets of 12 down to about 8 or so reps there. Obviously that's a bit of an incline, so hitting my upper chest a little bit more, which I need to make sure I keep doing, because the way I'm setting up for my bench press, it's almost a decline press. Moving on, did some triceps. I did some over the head tricep extensions using an easy bar. I did 2 sets of these, 2 sets of about 10 and about 8 reps, I think, just trying to get a real big kind of stretch over my head and just get as much elbow flexion as I could. And then I finished the session by, I did, again with the easy bar, but I did them more as like skull crushers, so just coming down to my head and then focusing on the kind of latter part of the extension. I did these, I did 3 sets of, I think 12 down to about 6 reps. This is my last set, I believe. Might have noticed there, I'm wearing my Lucky PR shirt, which is why I hit my PR. That's kind of a given. The leprechaun fur is very conducive to big lifts. If you want to get one, the link to my shop is in the description. And that is that, guys. So, massive bench press PR. Very, very pleased. £309. That's what I'm talking about. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, as always. And I will see you tomorrow.